So yes, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm VJ and you are now watching another episode of my reaction for today. I'm gonna be watching one of this very interesting topic. It's concerning SB19. So it's called Inside SB19's Rebellion Against the Industry. Is P-pop the next big thing? They recently had their sold out concert and their performance in Wish Boss. That's such an iconic one. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it today. This is actually from Seoul Sync. Let's go, guys.
We're not just a trend, we're a movement. More than just a boy band, the Filipino pop group SB19 has become a cultural phenomenon, taking on the entire music industry with their music and unstoppable ambition. With the members' powerful performances and unshakable commitment to their roots, SB19 has redefined what it means to succeed in the international music scene. Their journey isn't just about becoming pop billionaires. The members are determined to prove once and for all that Filipino talent belongs on the world stage. At the core of that mission are the 5 members who make up SB19, each with their own story. Up first, we have Pablo, the leader of SB19. Pablo's sharp creativity has been essential in shaping SB19's sound and vision. Fun fact, Pablo used to work as a call center agent and a data analyst, and even has a degree in arts and English. And there's Josh, known for his magnetic presence, who's not only the lead rapper and dancer, but also someone who came from humble beginnings, working as a computer technician and call center agent before hitting it big. Next, Stell, the main vocalist, has a wide vocal range and is also a talented dancer. Then we have Philip, or as he's known.
I love that emphasis in there. A wide vocal range for Stell. That is such, truth.
On stage, Ken. As the main dancer and lead rapper, Ken is not only a member of SB19, but he has also debuted as a soloist under his birth name, Felipe, and is even the CEO of his own clothing brand. Last but not least is Justin, the youngest member, whose creativity shines in everything the group does. Together, these 5 artists bring their own unique strength.
I don't know, but, I got goosebumps whenever they are actually, whenever their talent and their personalities are emphasized. So I got goosebumps, and I think this is the feeling of being proud as being a Filipino.
To the table, and it's that blend, their chemistry and teamwork, that really defines SB19 and continues to push them onto the global stage. But long before they became the polished, dynamic group we know today, their journey began with a bold question in 2016. What if the K-pop model could be localized and used to create a great Filipino group? This question in mind, ShowBT Philippines, a subsidiary of the Korean entertainment company ShowBT Group, launched a talent search to find performers who could handle the pressure of K-pop style training and eventually represent the Philippines on a global stage. Even the name SB19 comes from this collaboration between the Philippines and South Korea, with 19 representing the difference between the country codes of South Korea plus 82 and the Philippines plus 63. But becoming a K-pop style trainee isn't for the faint of heart. Trainees have to go through intense physical training and long work days that constantly push the members not just as performers, but also as professionals. About those days, Pablo told NME, back in the days when we were in our old studio, sleeping on the floor and training, it was really hard, but also really sweet. It built our foundation for what we are right now. So, I'm really thankful for those times. During their difficult training, the members developed not just chemistry, but brotherhood. As told Bandwagon, it isn't luck that brought the 5 of us together. Like gold, it goes through a difficult process, and like us, we also went through a difficult journey together. We poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to reach where we are today. But before they'd get to that today, the group first needed their debut, which came on the 26th of October 2018 with the emotional ballad Tila Luha. After their official debut, SB19 dropped their second single, Go Up, on July 19th, 2019. However, despite their hard work, their debut was...
I actually know their background because of Casual Shock, so I'm not going to be interrupting the narration of this.
Far from the overnight success they'd dreamed of as the group struggled to gain traction. With the members losing hope, talks of disbanding and quitting started to go around. Out of nowhere, a performance video for Go Up started gaining attention on Twitter and Facebook. It went viral, and suddenly, the same song that once felt like a failure became their turning point. This unexpected burst of success suddenly opened doors for SB19 as the members began leaning into social media, using it as a way to connect with their growing group of fans and build some momentum. The group that was, just a few months ago, about to call it quits was now representing the Philippines on the global stage. As the members of SB19 started gaining more and more attention, it was only natural that netizens began drawing comparisons to K-pop groups. And while they didn't exactly shy away from their K-pop influence, the members of SB19 have always made it clear that, although their training with SB19 Philippines followed the intense South Korean idol system, from day one, their mission was to make something uniquely Filipino, acknowledging their love for groups like Big Bang, Highlight, BTS, VSAs, and GOT7. Even with that deep admiration for Korean pop music, SB19 was never just trying to ride the K-pop wave.
I don't know, EXO must be here also in the list. I'm an EXO well. Anyways.
And they've been vocal that they're not trying to become K-pop artists. Instead, their real goal is to build and uplift the P-pop industry, creating something uniquely Filipino that can stand tall on the global stage. For example, in 2021, Josh explained to BuzzFeed, K-pop has been the benchmark for everyone. It has raised the standards. It's our inspiration. We want P-pop to be as established as K-pop and promote our culture. Our passion goes beyond music. The group has always stressed how important it is to share Filipino stories, values, and language through their work, and they've taken deliberate steps to include Filipino imagery and everyday experiences in their lyrics and videos, making sure that their content stays relatable and grounded. Embracing their roots and infusing their music, visuals, and message with local flavor, SB19 songs like Alab, Burning prove they weren't trying to be Korea's next export. They were carving out a space that was completely their own. Following the release of their single, What? In March of 2021, the group was even nominated for the Billboard Music Award Top Social Artist, alongside BTS and Ariana Grande. This was a big deal. Not only were SB19 the first Filipino and Southeast Asian artists to be nominated in the history of the famous American Awards show, but it was also global recognition of the group's viral online success, a reflection of their ever-growing fan base. Then, in July, the members finally released their highly anticipated first EP, Pagsibol. It was huge. Toward the end of 2021, their single Bazinga topped the Billboard Hot Trending Songs chart after becoming the first Filipino artist to debut a song on the chart. Not only did the song top the chart, but they also broke the record previously held by BTS's Butter for most weeks at #1, an achievement that stunned fans and industry insiders. Going into 2022, the group expanded their reach with international performances, and later in the year, they released their comeback single, Why At? Where You At? Marking the start of their first global tour, which included stops in major cities across the Philippines, the US, UAE, and Singapore. Stage presence, charisma, and undeniable connection with fans helped fuel the momentum. SB19.
Oh, by the way, this is like released 2 weeks ago. This video, I mean, so it's kind of recent.
Were speedrunning, becoming the biggest boy group in the world, and their impact was being recognized abroad, being named as one of Preview's 50 most influential and listed among Esquire Philippines' 100 most powerful people. The members were also honored as a 2022 Outstanding Filipino Game Changer by JCI Batangas and made their first U.S. television appearance on Good Day New York. With their eyes on the global stage, the members kept pushing forward. By this time, SB19 was no longer just performing. They were steering the whole industry. Realizing that they now had the power to make their original dreams come true, the group surprised fans when they left their longtime company, SB19, and founded their own company, 1Z Entertainment. It was a major risk, but for SB19, this was about protecting their vision without compromise. They wanted full control over their music, their message, and their journey. What could be more important? At the same time, the members dropped the album Pagtatag, which was a darker and bolder record that flexed not only the members' growth, but also their ambition, showcasing more experimental sounds and mature themes. The lead single, Gento, blew up online, going viral on TikTok.
Gento. Okay, so Gento.
Gento was used in over 1.7 million videos, including getting a lot of recognition from K-pop idols who all tried their hand at the dance challenge.
No, the recent one, the EXO Sky, actually did the Gento challenge. That's overwhelming.
Real full circle phenomenon for SB19, given their roots in covering K-pop dances themselves. Some of the most famous K-pop idols who have participated in the Gento challenge include Zero Baseon's Sung Hanbin and Park Gunwook, ATZ's San, Gravity's Hyeongjin and Taeyong, as well as Daewoo's Kim Yohan. What's more, upon its release, Gento debuted at number 8 on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart, making the song SB19's first top 10 entry on this chart. What made all of this even more meaningful was just how much of SB19's success was fueled by their fanbase. A ton. With no massive marketing machine behind them and relying rather on word-of-mouth online buzz and loyal fan support, SB19 has become one of the most talked-about groups in the world. Now, as they gear up to release their new EP, Simula at Waka's, set to drop on April 25th, and take on even more global stages, SB19 has fully cemented their status as the undisputed kings of P-pop. The members of SB19 have always been vocal about their vision, not just for themselves, but for the future of Filipino music. In an interview with GMA Network, group leader Pablo reflected on their mission, saying, "When you go to different places, people will say Filipinos are very talented, but I feel like we still haven't received the recognition we truly deserve." His dream is to see P-pop earn global fame, where fans from around the world would be drawn to the Philippines to see its music for themselves. That vision helped inspire the group's bold decision to form their own company, 1Z Entertainment. An ambitious move. As Josh shared, "We want to improve everything, not just for us, but for the entire entertainment industry. We really want to level it up to the max." Despite the challenges of being self-managed, the members explained to Bandwagon, "Our goal is to create an ecosystem like us where they'll benefit and excel. Our frustrations as artists are our motivation for this, making their own company." Kredicham. "We built 1Z not just for SB19, but for the whole P-pop OPM industry. We want to challenge the industry." At the same time, Pablo also expressed pride in the success of other Filipino acts like the girl group Beanie, emphasizing that their achievements are something to be proud of, especially for fellow artists like SB19. He highlighted how important it is for Filipino musicians to uplift and support one another in order to help the local music industry. For SB19,
because I also read a lot of fan wars, especially the Blooms and the 18s. You know, it should not be that way. All the fans, P-pop fans, must support each other and not dragging one group down or something like that. Regardless of which group is that, the most important thing is that we have representations in the whole world, you know, internationally. And that is something that we should be proud of.
It's never been just about their own success. It's about making it easier and more accessible for others to follow in their footsteps. From the members' humble beginnings and almost disbanding to global tours and chart-topping hits, as the kings of P-pop, SB19 have done what many thought impossible. They took an industry like K-pop, made it their own, and infused it with heart, grit, and undeniable Filipino pride. And now, as the members continue to evolve, experiment, and expand, they're doing it on their own terms, with their own company, their own sound, and their own vision. Whether it's charting on Billboard, going viral on TikTok, or inspiring the next wave of Filipino artists, SB19 has proven that they are leaders in the rising music coming from the Philippines and Southeast Asia. What do you think about SB19, their music, and the group's many achievements? Which other artists do you think are leading the wave of pop music coming out of Southeast Asia? Let me know in the comments section. While you're there, please don't forget to turn on the notifications, press like, and subscribe.
Okay, so that has been inside SB19's rebellion against the industry. Is P-pop the next big thing? That's from Seoul Sync. Thank you so much for that wonderful video, and I think that's really highlighting how SB19 is actually paving the way for P-pop to be recognized around the world, and no doubt about that. I really think and I really hope that P-pop will really be the next big thing. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching this reaction, guys. I'm gonna be reacting to something like this in my next episode. For now, guys, thank you and bye-bye.